Hey guys, so it's just me here today. I know Dustin did his video last night, and so today I'm going to go over what my thoughts were on whole foods for 30 days. Where do I start? So yesterday was the first day of being off of the Whole Foods 30-day challenge deal, and nothing really changed that much. Um, my meals were on point. I ate the exact same stuff that I really have been for the last 4 weeks. And the only thing that was different was we went out to eat. We decided to go to a Mexican restaurant last night. And you know how they always have the chips and salsa. And so, of course, I indulged in chips and salsa. And one thing I noticed was the flavor of foods that I haven't had in a long time are very, um, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Uh, Accentuated. And so, like, you can really taste the different, like, spices and salt, even. Like, I haven't had, it seems like I haven't had salt in forever. And so, like, the salty chips were just very pronounced. And they were so good. Ordered a burrito, and you know, I could have ate the entire thing, but I held back. I listened to my body, and when I was starting to feel a little bit full, I stopped and just saved it so I could take it with me, so I could have it for today. And I, I guess that's one thing that I would say with the Whole Foods is, like we've restricted ourselves of certain things for so long. And so when we've done, by doing that, when you're finally able to have something, it's like you just want more. Um, when we got done with the Mexican restaurant, we walked back, and this hotel has fresh cookies that they lay out every day. They're fresh homemade cookies, and I've been eyeballing them for like the last 2 weeks. So we were like, screw it, let's get a cookie. And my God, it was so good. That's one thing, like, I have craved sweets a lot since I've started this. And I don't know if that's just because I can't have it. Because I'm not, like, I do like sweets, but I'm never like, oh my God, I'm craving sweets all the time. And with this, I felt like it was everywhere I turned, like, oh my God, there's cookies, or I could go for chocolate, or I could go for this or that. Um, that cookie was very, very good. It wasn't super sweet. It wasn't, but when I was done, like, I could have had 100 cookies. Like, I could have ate every single cookie that was in that tin and not even cared. That's the thing that I don't like about this, is that I've restricted myself for so long that when I'm actually able to have something, like, I just want to go all out and eat everything that I can in sight. And I feel like that's where, when you're put on a time limit for something, you call something a diet, or do this for 30 days, or do this for, what is 21 days. They say 21 days is usually how long it takes you to break a habit. When you do things like that and you're told, like, you can't have this for that amount of days, the first thing that you want when you are done is the things that you couldn't have. And it just sets you up for failure. That's what I think. So when you're thinking about eating a certain way, you should think about doing it as a lifestyle, making it a lifestyle change, not thinking about, well, I can't have this, I can't have that. Don't put limitations on yourself. Just be mindful of what you're putting in your body, and grow from there. If you want a cookie one day, have a cookie, but don't restrict yourself for 30 days and say, well, I can't eat that. Or however many, people, I used to work at places where they would bring food in all the time, and it would be like, oh, I can't have that, and I just would want it like all day. All I thought about is what I couldn't have. And don't put yourself in those situations, because that's where, like I said, that's where you're going to fail. So make things about a lifestyle change. Make it sustainable. Make it something that you can, eat that way the rest of your life and still reach the goals that you want. Um, I did have some high hopes with the Whole Foods, hoping that it would clear up my skin. I know I mentioned in a video earlier on that I was having some problem with acne, and it's something that I've been dealing with for a couple years, and it's very stressful. Um, don't know, like, I grew up not having acne, like maybe one or two breakouts. My skin was clear, and it was probably up until I want to say 2000. God, it's probably been about 4 years. 2014, I started having problems with my skin, and I'll get to a point where it'll clear up for a while, and then I'll just like go to hell. And so I really thought, like, okay, if I do this, I'm going to see if cleaning my body from the inside out is what's going to help clear up my skin. And you know what? Sad to say, it didn't. I'm still having some problems with my breakouts, and it's just it is what it is. I mean, moral of the story is I need to go see a dermatologist. There's some underlying issue that's causing it, and so I just need to do that to get it cleared up. Um, One of the main reasons I did this diet, though, is for one, Dustin made the comment to me about doing it, and I thought it was a wonderful idea. We originally wanted to do this for our clients. Not saying that we have a client now that's doing Whole Foods, but if we ever have somebody who wants to do it for health reasons, we know what they're experiencing, what they're going through, how to kind of help them through it because we've been there, we've done it, we know what it takes. And then, just to kind of help be a good support system, it helps to have somebody support you and keep you on track. And that's what we did for each other. There were days that, we would always joke around and be like, oh, how about pizza tonight? And, one of us would be like, no, can't do that. Which, deep down inside, you were like, yeah, I know I can't have it, but you really wanted that pizza. So, yeah, having a good support system and then just knowing how to deal with it for each other and for our clients. So if we ever have somebody who's in this boat, they know what to expect. There are some benefits that I've seen with this diet, and one of the things is I have felt really good. My body, it feels lighter. I don't feel bloated. Um, yeah, all around, I feel good inside. And that's pretty big for me because for a long time, like I always felt bloated. I'd eat certain things and I would just feel like sluggish and tired. This, I don't really feel that way. I feel good. I feel like my energy is still there. It's not lacking at all. And so I do like that part about it. I would say right now I'm probably the leanest I've ever been. And it's not that I was trying to do that, it's just kind of what it did for my body. And, I do like that aspect. I like the way I feel, I like the way that I look. And so I want to continue down this path of eating whole foods. I just don't want it to be so restrictive. I would say the hardest part about the whole foods was the the things that we had to restrict out of our diet. A lot of it, I wouldn't say a lot of it, but some of it didn't make sense to me. Like, you couldn't have rice, you couldn't have beans, you couldn't have oatmeal. And to me, those are staple items that a lot of people use, and I don't see them as not being whole foods, me personally, because they are grown, they are harvested. There's no additives or anything that's put into them, so I really didn't understand why you couldn't have them. So that is something that I will be putting back into my diet. And what else? I don't know. I mean, for the most part, I think it's a good way of eating. I just don't like the restrictive part about it. So like I said, make it more about your lifestyle, something that is a way that you can eat and live that way continuously. One thing it also did teach me was more about what I'm putting in my body. So when we would go to the store and look at the ingredients, things that you think that are healthy, there's stuff in there that is not good for you. I don't remember what it was. I want to say it was almonds, maybe. We were looking at a bag of almonds that we could have, and it had, what was it, like corn sugar. And I'm like, what? Why is there corn sugar in almonds? Like, there is no reason for corn sugar in almonds. So, like, being mindful of the things that people put in, or these companies put in your food products, being mindful of what they are. And, if there's a long list of things on the ingredient list that you can't pronounce, don't consume it. If there's more than, yeah, like I said, I guess if there's a long list of things, like that's a lot of processed filler junk that you should not be putting in your body. And then, yeah, again, if you can't pronounce it, then do you even know what it is? Why would you want to put something in your body if you don't know what it is? I guess that's where I'm at with it. So being more mindful, it taught me to be a bit more mindful of what I'm consuming, the products that I'm consuming. And yeah, for the most part, like I said, I think it's good. I think it's something that everybody should kind of incorporate, not being so restrictive with it, but just being more mindful of the foods that they're eating and trying to just incorporate whole foods into their diet more often. They really are beneficial. They provide us with the nutrients and like all those micronutrients that our body needs. So with that, I hope you enjoyed watching our journey. Definitely, it was changing, taught us a lot, and I'm grateful that I did it. And like I said, I'm still going to continue with it for the most part. I'm just going to add a few more things in that I feel are still whole foods. And yeah, with that, if you have any questions, or you're interested in getting some help with your nutrition, feel free to contact us. You can direct message us or get onto our website at sunrisenf.com. There is a contact form that you can fill out so we can contact you. Look at our Facebook, Instagram, follow us. There is a lot of helpful information and tips on there. We do motivation, inspiration, daily workouts. Once in a while we'll post recipes, but it's a bunch of free information that we give out to kind of help you along the way. So check those out. Also, we do have a few t-shirts left. We have, I think, 6 extra large and a large, so if you would like one of those, get at us so we can help you with that. I think they are on our website actually, so you can go on there and purchase them. Yeah, with that, hope you enjoyed our journey, and we'll see you down the road. Bye, guys.